And I'm just like, crap, man, and I have to spend $200 on a new sound, because that's a $200 sound recorder. What is going on, everybody? So, March was a mishmash of good and bad things. Let me get to some of the good stuff before I get to the bad stuff. So some of you guys may have noticed that I have applied a few changes to my channel already with my thumbnails by putting the logo in the bottom left-hand corner. And I'm going to be doing this to some of my thumbnails, some of my older thumbnails, and I'm going to be redoing a few other of my older thumbnails as well. As far as my title card goes, I changed that too. It used to be this or this, and I changed it to this. Now you're probably wondering why I did that in the first place. Okay, so let's go back to this video. I've been wanting to tell you this for a while now. I just didn't know how or when, so obviously it was supposed to be a comedy sketch set up as a serious video. The thing is, I had the title card for comedy sketches. So those of you who probably knew this, it kind of gave it away already without seeing the punchline. So I thought, okay, I gotta change this up. Let me just do one template. Let me just do the black background. That's it. And the reason for the sound effects is because I wanted to make it last, make it seem like it goes by faster, because if it's just a blank screen with nothing on it, it just feels like it lasts longer. So just seeing if it can help with my audience retention just a little bit. So anyway, let me get to a couple of the projects that I filmed. The first one is the short film That Place, a 1-minute short film, and I have a couple little tidbits of information to share with you guys. So basically, I bring all my camera gear. Everything is ready. My DSLR is there, all my batteries are charged, all the lenses are there in my case, we're ready to go. When we take the camera out, I realized that I forgot all my SD cards. So now we're at the Stanford campus trying to figure out what to do, and we can't go back, so we're just like, okay, let's just get the phone and just film it with that. And the funny thing is that turned out really good, and actually if I would have shot with a DSLR, I would have fidgeted a little bit too much, and it would have gotten dark a lot sooner. The other tidbit you should know is that I had no clue what the story was going to be about. I just thought, let's just go to Stanford, let's just film there, and we'll try to figure something out in the process. As I was filming, I decided to think of construct the story around what I was filming, and that's how the story turned out. So in a weird way, it was kind of like improv for film directors. So yeah, if you're ever stuck with ideas, just film a bunch of random stuff and try to make a story out of it. Now the other project I want to talk about is the one where I showed you guys how long it takes me to film one shot of The Algorithm. That really did take me that long, maybe a half hour to set up, and I just wanted to show you guys because I feel like you guys don't get a behind the scenes look at a lot of the stuff that I do. Although this is where the bad news, this is where I segue into the bad news. I have a voiceover in that video, and I finished one of the takes, and I'm thinking okay, let me just take a few minutes just to, recharge and do another take. So I turn off all the lights. At this point, I had my sound recorder maybe up here at this level, and I have this real long headphone cable. And the thing is, I take off the headphones. I'm heading out the room. I take a step forwards, and that's when I realize my foot gets caught on the cable, and next thing you know, the sound recorder goes flying, and it hits the ground. I freak out. I pick it up to examine it, and I drop it again. Fell down once and I drop it once, but it hit the ground twice. So I decided to do a test recording. So if you're wondering how it sounds now, you hear that sound? Yeah, that's after I dropped it. I think I need to buy a new one. So if you guys don't notice that hissing in the background, that's exactly what was going on. And I'm just like, crap, man, and I have to spend $200 on a new sound, because that's a $200 sound recorder. And I'm like, am I gonna spend it right now? And for some reason though, I didn't. I wanted to test it out one last time, so I set it aside a few days. I was almost tempted to buy one during that time, but I didn't. And thankfully I didn't, because I tested it out yesterday and it worked just fine. And I was like, wow, really? 1, 2, 3, 4, this sounds fine. So awesome, I don't have to spend $200, which is great. But then something else happened, and I will let Snapchat do the talking. You're not going to believe this, so I'm taking this laptop out because I need to use this space, and I don't realize this is hooked up. I pull it, and this guy falls to the floor. So I just pick it up, put it back here, reboot the laptop, see if everything's working fine. Thankfully it is, ironically on the day that my sound recorder's working. And both occasions where this has fallen, the sound recorder has fallen, is due to poor vision. So, holy crap, even my equipment's in danger. Okay, mind you, this was not just bad eyesight, but also carelessness. And the thing is, I kind of have a bad habit of being careless here and there and just taking action without thinking. 2 weeks ago, I ended up hurting my knee. I was just working out and I got a few text messages and I thought, hey, let me just text back real quick while I'm working out. Do not multitask like that because you may get hurt. But it's feeling a lot better now, so if you guys are wondering, yeah, nothing's broken equipment-wise or body part-wise. Now let me get to something a little bit better. So I got some new gear. My pop filter, which is back there, if you see it hanging back there, and that's basically for voiceovers because I thought I might be able to improve them with a pop filter because my voiceovers tend to have a little bit of the windscreen on this microphone doesn't seem to work too well when you're too close to it, so hey, why not get a pop filter? And the other one, I gotta thank Alice Red, fellow YouTuber, for recommending this in the recent video she did, an AC adapter for my Canon DSLR because I have a lot of batteries. I have 4 batteries. They drain fast when I'm filming indoors. Just, plug the camera in and there you go. So thank you, Alice, for that. So anyway, let's get to the oh crap, my hands are cold. So these 2 shoutouts are 2 awesome people, 2 awesome friends, 2 awesome YouTubers. Let me get to them right now. Shoutout number 1 goes to... So this channel is run by an interesting person named Maria, interesting individual, where she talks about just a mishmash of things like...
Subbox FOMO is basically when you have to watch almost every video in your sub box, no matter how behind you are.
But she talks about, various topics. They're almost all sit-down videos, but she does some comedy sketches here and there.
Like, I hate how often you schedule me. I hate that you give me no days off ever. I hate how the servers treat me. They're so mean to me sometimes. Also, our customers are always wrong, and apparently we're not allowed to tell them that.
Recently, she did a Harry Potter tag, and she was apologizing for rambling about how Harry Potter was such an influence, for her childhood, and I told her, hey Maria, I don't think you have to apologize for rambling about Harry Potter in a Harry Potter tag. She was born basically in the same place that I was, in Lima, Peru. Out of all the YouTubers that I know, I don't think any others were born in Lima, Peru like I was, so that's kind of interesting.
So don't wait! Sign up below to become a famous YouTuber now, and we'll also throw in our How to Stay Relevant course, which teaches you the opinions you should have on current topics such as the algorithm.
Shoutout numero dos goes to James Redwine. He's funny, he's lighthearted.
Welcome back, awesome viewers. I have devastating news! Some of my favorite TV shows are leaving Netflix this month and I just can't contain my sadness!
And that's present in almost every single one of his videos. He vlogs here and there, he likes to talk about his fandoms that he's part of. Not phantoms, fandoms. And he likes to rant here and there and do comedy sketches.
Why does life have to hurt so much? I'm so sorry. Let me get you something to dry those tears. This is a chicken finger.
And the funny thing is that he's become the go-to person for Netflix, for me at least. If you're interested in that, then please go check out his channel. The other thing I like about James, though, is that he mentions at the end of his videos,
and I encourage you that every time you're on YouTube, check out a channel you haven't seen before.
Because, it's true though. This platform is so saturated, and the thing is, there's mediocre channels, there's okay channels, and there's channels where there's people there who are really talented, and they're trying to get their name out there, but they get lost in this ocean of content.
Hey, is there any pizza left? Nope, sorry.
Anyway, that is how my March went. If you want to check out last month's check-in, it's right over here. If you want to check out one of the 2 videos, I don't know which one I'm going to post, of the 2 that I mentioned in the beginning, right over here as well. And if you want to know when I upload my next videos, then hey, click the bell icon next to the subscribe button to let you know when I upload next time. Anyway, speaking of next time, that's when I'll see you guys, and yeah, I will talk to you later.